Okay, we're live. Hi guys, welcome to my first ever live stream. That took a little longer than I thought it would. So yeah, let's get started. Let me just pull up the questions. Okay. All right. Almost. There we go. I think I got it. All right, send in your questions if you have any. Okay, Scotty comes in with what was your favorite announcement from San Diego Comic Con 2018? That's a hard one, Scotty. I'd have to say either the news from all the DC TV shows, especially Lobo coming to Krypton, and quite possibly Shazam trailer and seeing the Shazam trailer and how awesome it looked, and also seeing that we're getting some awesome shows on the DC Universe streaming channel. I have no idea what's left right now. Oh, Exile State Comics comes in with how long have you been reading comics and what was your first? Been reading comics for about a couple months now. Started when I first joined Comic Frontline. First comic was actually um, the free comic book day issue of Shattered Grid. Go check that out. Yeah, I'm at a bit of a slant because I'm having to use a box propped up in my room. My experience with YouTube. Well, question from Scotty. What's your experience with YouTube been like on you, like being on YouTube? And tell us more about your channel. My YouTube experience has been great, Scotty. I've been in 2 live shows myself. I've been in one on Comic Frontline. Go check them out. I was on their comic book club first stream, and then I was on a stream on JLS Comics channel last weekend for San Diego Comic Con cover that actually, and that's about it. And my channel, I mainly do reaction reviews to TV shows like Winona Earp, DC TV shows, all this stuff. And I also do impressions. Um, why didn't I ever show my face on the Mino? I've been wondering what you look like. I don't like showing my face on the Mino. I don't know who you are, any James Arts. All I know is that you're the person I role play with. Favorite impression to do? That's a hard one, man. That's like asking what's your favorite type of pizza. Okay, I got a few. Um, I can do Rory from Flash. I like to burn things. And then I can also do SpongeBob. And let me think of Scooby-Doo. So yeah, those are like some of my favorite impressions I like to do, and I also like to do this one. I am Zoom. Emmy's Games and Arts sends a question in. Do you think I just made a live show where I made a SpongeBob edit? Yes, you did. Scotty, I know you came into our Discord as a fan of Legends of Tomorrow. How long have I been a fan of Legends or podcast? I've been a fan of Legends since the show started back in my 11th grade year. My most memorable experience with Legends was I went on a trip, and the night of the trip, I stayed up until the episode came out on the CW app so I could actually watch the episode. It was the episode they had before they had to kidnap Lord Fauntleroy. And I've been a fan of the Legends podcast probably since this year's crossover. I got into I found their thing on their podcast in my podcast queue. I was looking up Legends of Tomorrow podcasts, came across them, and that's how I came to know Kat and Morgan and everyone else on Legends of Tomorrow and people on Comic Frontline. Favorite thing about Comic Frontline Discord from Scotty, just the interaction, man. Talking with everyone about comics is the best thing in the world, and seeing an interaction with friends and these people that you've met online, and just seeing all the awesome things that everybody gets to do. I love hearing things from everybody and talking with them. No, I do not know who you are, Amy's Games and Arts. Yeah, Scotty, I know you love writing fan fiction. What would you say who was thinking of trying for someone who was trying to write fan fiction? Um, I guess I'd have to say go with your heart, man. Just it, find that show or that book that you really love, and and just find a story arc that you really like, and if you like creating your own characters, then just create your own character and make it your own. Like I have to make characters that after myself, and that's basically what I do with my characters. And it's hard enough for me as it is, but I love it. And also, it's really easy if you make an episode. If you make one for an episode, and then you actually use a script from the episode. Okay, Emmy James, not your name is Jessica, just like on Amino. Is your narcissism now satisfied? I have no idea what the camera is. Stupid tablet. Yeah, I love creative activities too. Um, I actually sing a lot too. I'm hoping to make some singing videos here. Like Brant Fowler does. You should go check Brant Fowler out on his YouTube channel, and you should also check out Games and Arts, and of course Comic Frontline. Comic Frontline's where it's at. And of course, Exile State Comics and JLS Comics. I don't know if Jessica and AJ Foxworthy will have kids anytime soon. I mean, that's all up to you, man. It's all up to me and you as the role players to figure that out. Oh, Scotty comes in with a toughie question. I know your favorite comic book character is Firestorm. There are so many heroes. Why make him your favorite? Well, I like it because he's I have always loved overpowered heroes. Like he could basically take out anybody with just a fire blast. And also he has these awesome powers like allow him to like transmutate things. I saw him transmutate a bomb into water. And then he also transmutated a cabinet into jelly beans. Question from Scotty. There are so many creative people on our Discord. Mike, Kat, Jay, Jesse, Justin. I learn a lot from them. Have you learned anything from them in watching their channels? Yeah, I've learned a lot from them in watching their channels, man. I mean, Chris has a lot of insightful things uh, from from his videos, and Mike Spire Slayer, he's pretty awesome. And Kat, she just has so many awesome ideas, and she has so much going on in her life for such a young woman. And then Jay, man, Jay is super busy on Comic Frontline. I mean, he always makes articles for the website and everything. And then Justin and Jesse, they're like the power duo of Comic Frontline, man. They almost always do shows together, and I love that they love doing shows together. Scotty, what do you think of Firestorm's comic book representation compared to his TV representation? Well, I don't know how to answer that question because I haven't read much in the comics. I know in the comics he actually able to combine into three people, and not so much in the TV show. He's only able to become two people, come out of two people, and he's pretty awesome. But the characters that they choose and the characterization of those characters aren't the correct characterization of those characters. Any games and arts. What are your favorite DC comics? Personally, mine are Supergirl and Green Lantern comics. Mine are Flash and Firestorm. Now, of course, I haven't seen a Firestorm comic at all in the past 2 months. I don't see any in these solicits. I mean, come on, DC, bring back Firestorm. Either bring him back in Justice League or bring him on in his own solo comic. I mean, although Flash is getting pretty good, I this week I got to read the epilogue for the Flash War. Let's see. Ooh, Scotty, I know you like to see more artistic representation in comics. Can you tell us more about your artistic character in your fanfics? Yeah. All my characters in my comics are artistic, actually. The two main ones I like writing about, AJ and Alex, they're both autistic. I just like it because I like to show the diversity and the autism of these characters. I mean, they're two different characters that are in the same family, but they have such different autism. Every autism is different. That's why I want people to understand autism is very different. Um, and it's almost normal. I mean, it's just not something to fear. I mean, it's an awesome thing that I love. I know that I wouldn't be the same without me being autistic. Scotty comes in with, what's your favorite comic book movie to date? Ooh, that's a hard one. I'd have to either say Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or Avengers Infinity War. I wouldn't say any of the DCEU except for Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad because I do not like anything else in that. Zack Snyder ruined DCEU for me, man. Image Games and Arts, are you excited about one, the new upcoming season of Flash, and two, the new upcoming season of Supergirl? And are you interested in the CW's upcoming revamp of Charmed? Well, I wouldn't say that I'm excited for Charmed. I hadn't seen the first show of Charmed. I'd have to watch that to see if it's better. I've heard that it might not be as good, but and on the Flash question, I'm excited for the next season of Flash. It's I always find it awesome to get into these shows, and the thing that intrigues me the most is that we're gonna have a family of speedsters next season, and then on Supergirl, I don't know right now. It'll be an awesome season for sure. I know from set pictures, I've seen a picture of a new suit that looks like Superman's suit whenever he goes into space, which I feel is their way of letting Melissa Benoist stay in New York while she's on Broadway. Scotty, what is your most favorite to least favorite CWDC show with Flash, Supergirl, Legends, and Arrow? Oh man, that's a hard one. Okay, from most favorite to least favorite. Legends, Flash, Supergirl, then Arrow. Scotty, for anyone who hasn't watched the Legends of Tomorrow podcast, can you tell them why it's a quality show to watch? Well, listen to catch. It's a quality show because it has three amazing women. There's a comic book writer who also writes articles for Newsarama, Kat Calamia. And then it has Morgan Glennon, an amazing podcaster for Supergirl Radio. And then it also has Amy Hicknarowski, who's a co-host of the Flash podcast. And I feel that it's awesome that we have three females doing the biggest DC TV show that has women in it because it's mostly women in that show right now, just like Supergirl. But people on Supergirl are mostly women too. Supergirl on Supergirl Radio, and yeah, just an awesome show to listen to. Um, no, Scotty, I don't have any ideas to get more people involved in the fanfic section on the Frontline Discord. Image games and the arts. Do you like Marvel? If so, what are your favorite Marvel characters or comics if you've read them? Oh man, I love Marvel. Favorite Marvel characters would have to be Deadpool. I love reading the Deadpool comics. Whenever the Deadpool comics come out, I always make a point to read them. That's like the main comic from Marvel that I actually read because X-Men right now is pretty bad. That's the only Deadpool's the only one that I read right now. Deadpool's actually one of my favorite comic book movies other outside the MCU. Yeah, Scotty. I noticed you're a regular in the top 5 reviews on Frontline Live. What is your favorite comic since you started reading regularly? Um, I'd have to say I'm not gonna choose one comic. I'm gonna choose my favorite event, my favorite comic event. Right now, my favorite comic event is Shattered Grid. I've loved reading every issue of Shattered Grid and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Go Go Power Rangers this year. I've loved watching Jay's videos on the Power Rangers and the comics. I do have a dream job, Scotty. My dream job is to act and be on comic book related TV shows and be a consultant possibly for TV shows for hacking and stuff. Because I know there are a lot of TV shows out there that get their hacking and all that wrong. They get their cybersecurity stuff wrong all the time, and it gets on my nerves. Like Arrow, that ticks me off with Felicity Smoke not knowing how to hack those systems and these writers not knowing anything. Do I like the ending of the newest Marvel movie? I forgot the name of it, sadly. And do you approve the fact they're including Captain Marvel? Yeah. I freaking hate the ending. Just so you know, I hated that spoiler. But if you haven't seen it, you've obviously been living under a rock. But I'm not going to spoil it. It was a very bad ending, though, if you're a fan of a lot of characters in the MCU. So yeah, and I do approve of the fact that they are introducing Captain Marvel. What about the latest Comic-Con trailers from Scotty? Shazam, Aquaman, and Godzilla. Did I enjoy those trailers and will I see those movies? Well, I enjoyed the Shazam and Aquaman trailer. I have yet to have seen the Godzilla trailer. I don't like Godzilla. I will probably see the Shazam trailer. Or I'll probably see the movie Shazam and the movie Aquaman. I'm really looking forward to Shazam. I really loved the entire thing in Shazam, even though I feel like it shouldn't have Zachary Levi from Tangled on it. Least to most favorite, Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman. I'd have to say Spider-Man, Superman, then Batman. I love bats. I love Batman, and I freaking hate Spidey. I don't like Spidey all that much, unless he's in a comic book with Deadpool. I can't really get through Spider-Man comics. I don't think that me like Spider Slayer would agree on that. Question: if they gave Captain Marvel movie series, do you think they should introduce Miss Marvel as in comics? Captain Marvel creates Miss Marvel. Um, Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to bring that up to Kat next time I talk to her. Scotty knows what I'm talking about. She loves Miss Marvel and her story. And yeah, I love Captain Marvel to get her own trilogy. And then at the end of the trilogy, they introduce Kamala Khan in the last movie. They introduced Kamala Khan as the new Miss Marvel or as Captain Marvel. Um, Question from Scotty: what is your favorite Legends of Tomorrow episode? Dude, that's freaking hard as crap. I'm gonna do my top five on that one. They're mostly from season 3 or season 2. I don't like season 1. I'd have to say number 5 would be Phone Home. Number 4 would be Bebo, the God of War. Number 3 would be um No Country for Old Dads. Number 2, um, episode. My second favorite would be Legion of Doom from season 2, and then my most favorite would have to be the season 3 finale because that was freaking awesome. Question from Scotty: am I disappointed that Legends will not be included in the CW crossover? Do I enjoy the CW crossovers in general? Well, from what I've heard, I am very upset about the Legends not being in the crossover, but there is some speculation going around that Legends just may not have an episode in the crossover, but they're going to have some of the cast in it, which I think would be awesome. Keep up the thing. And yeah, I love the CW crossovers in general. Like I'm loving that we're actually going to be getting a Batwoman series out of this crossover. This is basically going to make us have a bigger Arrowverse and run more crossovers. Um, Question: did I like Constantine Arrow tomorrow, and did I watch the show? If so, is it good? I'm wondering. Never watched Constantine, and I loved Constantine and Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. And from Scotty, Supergirl and Flash are really popular. Give me an argument that Legends of Tomorrow is just as good or more entertaining than shows mentioned. Well, Scotty, let me bring you evidence. There's a number one, there's a friggin' Muppet. Yes, a Muppet named Bebo, a giant blue stuffed animal that's like Tickle Me Elmo. His name is Call Me Bebo. And he is the best thing that ever happened in Legends of Tomorrow. He makes the show much more hilarious. And the good thing about Legends is it's not a drama like the other shows. It's a comedy. That's its core value of the show. It's just a plain old comedy. That's what most of the cast and crew has said at Comic-Con this year. They said that the reason why they're not going to be in the crossover is because the show doesn't fit in anymore with the other shows. So, which I understand because last season's show is basically a comedy. Name one of the most fun characters to write in fanfics. Oh yeah, one of the most fun characters to write in fanfics would have to be Mick Rory. He is by far the best character to write because he is. I love experimenting with him because he has a tough exterior. On the inside, I feel like he's just a big softy, and the reason why he drinks is to cover up his PTSD. So yeah, McRory is like one of my favorite characters to write. I love writing him as for the LGBT community. Question from Scotty. Can you name one thing that Comic Frontline has turned you on to that you wouldn't normally have looked into on your own? Oh, that would absolutely have to be Shattered Grid, because if it hadn't been for Jay, I wouldn't have ever looked into Shattered Grid, because I just never got into like Hyperforce or Shattered Grid until I met Jay. Yeah, I watched Power Rangers a lot, Scotty. I started watching Power Rangers back in 2012, 2011, back when Samurai was there, and I loved it. I've seen most of the Disney era, and I've seen almost all of the Nickelodeon era of Power Rangers. And I came across Jay's Shattered Grid videos, Jay and his Shattered Grid videos. I love them, and I'm now in a Power Rangers group with Jay, and I love seeing all his articles about Shattered Grid. Favorite season of Power Rangers? Man, that's a hard question. I'd have to say Power Rangers SPD. I can still remember the theme song of that. Power Rangers SPD, Power Rangers to the rescue. Go, 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 go. Heroes for all time, I'll save the universe. No matter where you are, whether it's hero for you. Space Patrol, Space Patrol, Space Patrol Delta. Power Rangers questions. Number one, favorite Ranger. Favorite Ranger would have to be, that's friggin' hard. The harder question would have to be, who's my favorite Power Rangers actor? Favorite Ranger would have to be Tommy Oliver. He is by far the best Ranger. And then second favorite would have to be SPD Red, then Time Force Red. Favorite team of Power Rangers. Favorite team, I don't know if I would count Hyperforce, but Hyperforce and SPD would be my two favorite teams. And then favorite storyline would have to be the entire season of Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge. Super Dino Charge was my favorite because we got all these awesome battles, and we got to see a kind of Jekyll and Hyde character. Emmy Games and Arts, do you think I should make a Discord account? If so, why? Well, Discord's awesome. I'm on Discord. Scotty is on Discord. We're in a pretty good comics community on Discord, and I've made a lot of friends on Discord, and I think you would love it. What is one of my favorite fan fiction stories I've ever written? Can you tell us a little about it and what inspired it? My favorite comic story would have to be a one-shot I wrote for the legendary ladies over at Legends of Tomorrow podcast. What it sprung from, I was listening to an episode back in season 2, and it was about in the episode they talked about what if the legends had to change into their clothes and they couldn't find some of their suit pieces, and they made it late to the actual event. And in my favorite part about writing it was making them put on their costumes, then them not finding those pieces of costumes, and then figuring out the Gideon's off, and then we switch over to the villains, and the villains are like, "Come on, where are these heroes? We're destroying the timeline, trying to kill Jack the Ripper, or trying to help Jack the Ripper kill people, and they're not coming. If they don't come, I'm going to Big Belly Burger. Who's with me?" What are the benefits of writing fan fiction, and what has it talk about writing in general? Benefits of fan fiction: you meet all sorts of people and you actually basically get to create your own show. Like if the show that you love to go off the air, like Smallville or Glee or any other show that went off the air before it shouldn't have ended. Um, it's basically a way of you creating your own story in that. And if you don't like a particular season of a show, you can just recreate it in your own way. And then I got another one from Game Starts. There are 31 different Power Rangers movies and shows on Netflix. Which is your favorite? Okay, that would have to be SPD. Exile State Comics, the Legends of Tomorrow podcast on YouTube. Yes, as the Legends of Tomorrow podcast. Right now, all they have is episodes dating back from season 0, and that's about it. But but Justin, it also has in those episodes, it actually has Cat on camera instead of in audio format. Yeah, Scotty says our Discord is awesome. Scotty, what other new comics have you enjoyed reading since you started contributing to Frontline's top 5? I would have to say, You Are Deadpool numbers 1 through 5. Those were my favorite role play game comic, and then the Deadpool comics, Despicable Deadpool, and Flash War. Reading all about Flash War has been super fun. Then reading Justice League No Justice has been epic. Would I rather create a cartoon, TV, or movie one day? I'd have to say TV show, because with a TV show, you can basically be at work for a long time. Like you can just keep on getting seasons renewed of a show if it's that popular, and you can stay at work for a long time. What movie genre is your favorite? I have to say superhero movies. Who is your favorite villain from Legends of Tomorrow? I'd have to say Damien Dark, and the other guy that I love is Malcolm Merlin and Eobard Thawne, aka the Legion of Doom. They are the best villains of Legends of Tomorrow ever. They are also the most hilarious. Yes, I have done a lot of acting, a lot of improv. Back in high school, I did theater for 4 years. I was in multiple plays. My senior year, I was actually in Hamlet my senior year, and I actually have a medal on my trophy shelf. I have a medal from I won state. My school won state my senior year. I'll show it to you. Let me just turn off the camera. And hang on. See right there? Georgia One Act Association, Georgia High School Association. I won one act my senior year, and on the back it has the day that I actually won it. The competition 2016 one act play champion 3A. That was an awesome day. Outside of comics was my favorite hobby. One of my favorite hobbies. I'd have to say watching TV and watching Netflix. What is a movie that I like that most people don't? Dude, I can tell you a lot of movies I love and not a lot of people love. Like, I absolutely 100% love the movie. Let's see. I don't know if there is a movie that I love that not a lot of people love. I can't think of any right now. There aren't that many. Yeah, there aren't that many that I can't think of any that I love that not a lot of people love. Oh wait, I think there is. There is this one movie called I believe it's called Iron Man 3, and not a lot of people love it, but I do. Oh, and yeah, there's also the movie Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. Yeah, you should check that out. I love that movie, even though Kat and Jay and Jeremy on his Comic Frontline dislike it very much. Um, hmm. Am I a gamer? And what's my favorite video game? No, I'm not a gamer. My favorite video game is I have a Back to the Future video game that I got from Telltale, and I love playing the game. And although my brother's a gamer, you might hear him in the next room. He's playing Fortnite. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about Fortnite. Don't want to play it. I've heard stories from Chris on Comic Frontline. He gets very upset whenever he plays that game. I have never seen Power Rangers in space, to tell the truth. I've seen like maybe one episode of it, and that was like the very beginning because it was on Nicktoons. I'm not from the '90s like at all. I'm only 18, and like I didn't grow up on Power Rangers like at all. Like I didn't start watching Power Rangers until I was like 12 or 13. Bruce Tim. I have to Google who he is. Let me look him up. Bruce Tim. Hmm. Hang on. Hmm. Ah, one of the shows I love by him would have to be Batman Beyond or his movie Batman the Animated Series. That's an awesome movie. I mean, an awesome TV show. And I love his movie Batman Return of the Joker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to check out Power Rangers in Space. I don't. I'll have to talk with my friends about it and see how good it is. Like I've seen pretty much all there is to see in it. Like I've heard a lot about it, and I've heard that it's pretty darn good. Let me see. What do I think is an underrated season of Power Rangers? Man, the most underrated season of Power Rangers would have to be Power Rangers Jungle Fury. That was like the first season I got into. Like like people just didn't. I feel like people just hated it because it wasn't a season they were used to seeing. Like like it was a different concept to the Rangers and all that, and a lot of people liked it. Like the morphers were like basically sunglasses, and not a lot of people liked that. Scotty, I read more digital comics than I read physical. Man, never been to a Comic Con in my life. The closest I've been is to theater conferences. Like, yeah, I've been to theater conferences, and that's about it. And I'd love to go to SDCC. I love to go to San Diego Comic Con. Seems pretty fun. Let me check this. What's a TV show, comic book, series, or book that I enjoy that people don't really talk about on Discord? Um, that would have to be the show Winona Earp. I friggin' love that show. And now I can talk about it. Like the only people that I know on the Discord who watch it are Jeremy and his friend Brian. Favorite subject in school was theater. Oh, and lunch. I excel in lunch. I got 102 in lunch every day. Ate pizza too. Ninth grade year, that was my lunch most days. We had funny story. In my ninth grade year at my high school, we had in our cafeteria we had these mini restaurants set up. We actually had a pizza place basically in our place, and like every day I would go and get pizza. Whenever I had to eat at school, I would eat pizza. Favorite old school cartoon show? Teen Titans, man. You gotta love Teen Titans. I mean, Teen Titans was like my show back in the day. Okay. Next question. What sports do I like to watch or play any? I love playing basketball at my church with my friend Will. He's a big Warriors fan, so like every year if the Warriors make the playoffs, I'll go over to his house and we'll watch a game or two of the Warriors. And then sometimes I'll go over to his house. He's a big Tennessee fan, and I basically rag on him all the time. I'm like, dude, fall suck. My team beat you like back this year. We beat them like super hard, 37-0, man. You lost hard, dude. You lost. You lost hard. Okay, that's why you suck. Okay. And I'm basically a Georgia fan. What do I think of the Titans trailer? Dude, the Titans trailer. I love that trailer, even though I didn't like Starfire's costume, and I hated the way that they made Robin. But I actually read an interview with Jeff Johns, and he said the reason why Robin is the way he is because Batman practically let him go. Um, am I excited for the DC Universe streaming channel? Am I going to sign up? I'm excited for it. Now, whether I'm going to sign up, I don't know, man. Um, hmm, let's see. Hmm. Yeah, man. I actually um commented on the on that thing on going around on Twitter on the Titans podcast. I saw that you retweeted them, and I replied to it. I said I stand with Anna Diop. I mean, I love her, and I know that her costume is going to be way cooler. Like she came back from a disco party. It's not her fault that she was in that costume, man. They shouldn't be hating on her. Favorite Marvel Netflix show, man. Jessica Jones. I love that show. And then Daredevil, of course. Um, I'm not caught up on Marvel Netflix yet, though. Still haven't seen Luke Cage, Luke Iron Fist, or the Defenders, or the Punisher for that matter. It was actually on Instagram though that she had shut off her comments. She had shut off her comments on her Instagram. It wasn't on Twitter. It was on her Instagram, I believe. I've never seen Smallville, Scotty. I've heard a lot of good things though. I really want to watch it though. I'm planning on watching it because I run Facebook group that deals with classic DC TV shows, and I feel I need to watch some Smallville. I've heard a lot of good things though. Tom Welling's a pretty good guy. Although I've hated all the flack coming from Smallville these these past few weeks coming from this actress that I do not want to name, but she did some bad things with a cult and she's arrested. What she should have been. Off the top of my head, who are my top five favorite superheroes? Firestorm, Deadpool. Wouldn't categorize him as a superhero, but he's in there. Jessica Jones, um, Domino, and of course Gwenpool. I don't know. Is it true, K's edits and lit and lives? Is it true that you're on the floor and your pelvis is locked? I don't know. I'm not there. If I could meet one Hollywood star, who would it be? Man, that's a hard one, Scotty. I didn't call for Alexa. Um, Hollywood star. I think. Okay, I got it back working. Um, um, Hollywood star, that would have to be Ben Affleck. Favorite superhero team? That favorite superhero team would have to be um Justice League. Well, Justice League Dark anyway. And I love the name Ghost Spider. It sounds cooler than Spider Gwen. I know that not a lot of people on Comic Frontline like it, but I love having different views in them. I mean, I'm a comic book fan. You gotta have different views in people. Mm, so sorry, Jessica. Well, I don't know right now. The last one the next time is you'll see me on a live YouTube show. I've been trying to, well, I know I'm trying. I'm gonna try and be on next Saturday for Super Chat over on JLS Comics' channel. Yeah, I'm gonna try and be on for that, and I'm hoping to make some Facebook lives. Some more YouTube live streams here on my channel. I just gotta coordinate with people. I might cover some stuff from Comic Con or some stuff for DCTV. I do not know when this will end. Whenever people are ready, because I can keep going. I don't care. Yeah, she doesn't like help. Hmm. Well, this might have to be the last question. Um, did I hear about Spider-Man, Punisher, What If comic? That's a great question to end on, Scotty. Um, yeah, I would read the Spider-Man Punisher comic, and I have heard of it. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Check out all the people who have come through. Check out Exile State Comics, K's Games, K's Edits and Lives, and Scotty. And check out the Comic Frontline Discord. Check out the Comic Frontline YouTube channel, and check out Hayden Clear Heroes. Check out JLS Comics, and check out Dark Avengers C86, man. This has been episode 1 of Legendstorm Q&As. See you guys.